Hi, thank you for listening to Rivers Investment Channel. I'm Chiao. The next few episodes will be centered on how currency is created. Understanding how currency is created opens a window on how economic boom and bust happen and why certain market behaves in a certain way. This will offer a clear picture of the economic future. There are two types of currency. The first one is high-powered currency, and the second one is credit currency. I don't refer currency as money because I believe money has the store of value and can only be earned by hard works. The high-powered currency is created by central banks. It is through the process of monetization, meaning central banks print currency to buy assets. In most cases, when government needs money, instead of borrowing from people, the central banks print currency in exchange of national debt. At the same time, the value of our money is stolen by central banks and governments. And let's not talk about how the profits are shared by the government and privately owned central bank. Without the force from the government of the fiat currency, the central banks cannot get away with currency printings. People will never accept a piece of paper or a number in a computer to be the money. The credit currency is created by banking system through fractional reserve monetary policy. Each high-powered currency can grow many folds. However, it requires the credit system for currency to multiply, meaning someone must borrow for the bank to create credit currency. So each unit of credit currency means one unit of debt. Governments currently guarantees the debt creation system to make sure there is no difference between high-powered currency and credit currency. Our fiat currency system is debt-based. Currency creation causes inflation. As more currency gets created, each unit of currency loses its value. The growing units causes inflation. If credits are still into certain market, the market price will rise. If credits withdraw rapidly from the market, the price will tumble. As more credits get created, boom-bust cycles become more severe. As all debt must either be paid back or default, once credit creation slows down, the market bubble will burst. With the monetary system, some boom-bust cycles are on purpose. Unfortunately, the government measures the economic activities by the units of currency. The GDP purposely uses consumer price inflation as a deflator. For the GDP to grow, we must keep borrowing and non-stop borrowing. Or, the central banks must keep printing currencies. And all this will steal wealth to the place where policymakers and elites desire. It is the wealth transfer process, but at the meantime, some will be destroyed. There is an old saying, if you want to make big bucks, follow where all money goes. But now, I wouldn't want to near there, because the slowdown of borrowing activity is going to reverse money creation. Once the debt fuel is cut off, the default avalanche will start, and the currency will literally evaporate. The Fed has been talking about how the economic growth is getting momentum, but in reality, the total production tells a very different story. To stimulate the economy, the Fed has no way but to push the borrowing activity by painting a brighter future. So the Fed twisted inflation, job market, and the economic growth and hope everyone buys it. And many people really do. So they back the Fed into the corner of raising rates. But the Fed knows they can't raise rates. That means the cost of speculation will be too high for the phony economy to stay afloat. Now, their lie comes true. Inflation is coming, and interest rate is rising. The Fed will be hopelessly reacting to their reality. Facing the rising interest costs, the Fed will be unwillingly and reluctantly raising the rate they allegedly so desperately wanted. With Trump's fiscal policy, if the Fed actually does what they said to stop printing currency and raise interest rates, we will see a total blow-up in bond market. When borrowing activity slows as the cost rising, We will see what kind of crazy policies will be coming out of the Fed. It will be another page of how the monetary policy becomes a total failure. Surely, central bankers will still be coolies and blame the capitalism, and policymakers won't waste the chance to seize more power for themselves. Of course, by the time when economy collapses, we will be forced again to give more power to the people who has no idea what's coming. But what they care is not the people, it's the power. To wrap it up, embrace the free market and some money. Thank you for listening to Rivers Investment Channel. This is Xiao signing out for now.